Hi, I'm Henry Hearsay, and welcome back to Station 6 News, your favorite news station. Unfortunately, your typical news anchor, Ron Rumormill, has caught the flu, but that's okay, because I'm here and the news must go on. Without further delay, let's jump straight into the top of our roster. A mice infestation at your local school. Our top guy, our news reporter Ben Guy, is there.
Hello, everybody. I am on the scene. We are on the second floor of the high school. We're investigating some mice rumors. They're everywhere, and they're not acting normal. While we were walking here, we saw a whole horde run past us. There's a few over there. You can see them oh my god!
Well, I sure hope Ben Guy makes it out okay. Up next, a teacher who's suspicious about the ceiling of her classroom rising bit by bit. I'm not too sure on it myself. However, we managed to catch a news interview with the lady. So, without further ado, let's shoot right to it right now.
When did you first notice this?
Probably about the same time that those weird posters started appearing. Every day it just looks a little bit higher. Did you guys know that there's 10 feet of space up there?
How do you feel about it?
I'm kind of used to it now. Yeah, it really doesn't bother me much. The change is so gradual, and I think it stops at night. Definitely, it's got to stop at night. It's got to rest sometime, right?
Do you have any proof?
No, just my eyes, like what I see. I know it's going up, so that's all I need to know. I don't need any proof.
How do you think this will affect the economy?
I have not given that any thought whatsoever.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
Well, after that, I can say I'm convinced that lady's ceiling is definitely rising. Maybe she should contact the front office about pushing it back down. Up next, a cheese stick stuffed locker, 8th grade. It appears that there are rumors that a locker was stuffed full of 101 cafeteria school cheese sticks, and one anonymous source has been blamed for this incident. Don't you worry, dear viewer. We managed to track this anonymous source down to get the answers to your questions.
Hello, thank you for joining us.
How you doing?
Doing good. We've just got a few questions about the situation. We'll start with this one. Do you know about the cheese stick allegations that are about you?
Don't know them. Yeah, I've heard of them. You know, word gets around in 8th grade, and then.
How do you feel about them?
It's not true. I would feel proud to the person, who really did do that. If that person really did it, they must have took dedication in the cafeteria to locate 101 different cheesecakes.
Is this just a rumor? Or is this something that actually happened?
Well,
did you see it?
Yeah, I think it might just be a rumor. This guy put 101 cheesesteaks in their locker. Like, well, who is it? I ask them. They don't ever answer. They just don't know. I wouldn't know either. So.
Do you know who might have done it? Was it you?
It wasn't me. I'll tell you that. It wasn't me. It definitely was not me.
If it wasn't you, then do you know someone who might have done it?
This is confidential.
You can just say yes or no.
Yeah, I could know. Maybe.
But it wasn't you.
No, it was not me.
And you're sure about that?
Yes, I'm very sure.
Do you think these allegations to you are because of some kind of just attack on you?
A blackmail, even? Yes, maybe. Yeah, I believe so. Because there were some other allegations of Mr. Braun's mouse going missing.
Oh, I heard about that.
And that was also put on me. So I think the same bullies is what they are trying to get me again. So it's just terrible.
If you had done it, what would have compelled you to?
So if I did it, I think the sheer amount of boredom, frustration at the system, and the will to feel alive in a place like this. is what would make me compelled to do it, because you know there's not much happens in those walls, and you got to make something interesting, get people to talk about something. You know what I mean? I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. But if I did it, I wouldn't regret it.
Well, that was certainly odd. Well, I personally think they definitely did it. Moving on, have you personally been harassed by a friend of yours who had joined track to join track yourself after they just complained about the practice so thoroughly for at least the past 10 minutes? A problem in their minds and an infestation. A parasite? Who knows? However, we managed to track down these possibly infected people of track and ask them each a question so that we can get deeper into this track mind virus.
What influenced you to join track?
Definitely my upbringing. I've always ran track since I was in second grade. Great coaches and Mr. McGann and Coach Luke, and I've just loved being with them, and it always makes me want to come out and run.
How shortly after joining track was the parasite inserted into your brain?
Right away, right when you sign the form to join track, they put it right in your brain. They take you to the back, the 4th floor, and they gun right there, and it gets started in the back of your head.
Have you been coerced or forced into joining track?
Not at all.
Well, I think you, dear viewer, should definitely go sign up for track after this newscast. And finally, what some of you may have tuned in for, a hidden 4th floor with a hidden pool installed in it. We have conducted an in-depth investigation about the possibility of a 4th floor and a pool residing on it, hidden from not just some of the students, but from some of the staff. This is all-inclusive, and we spared no details in relentlessly hunting down the truth.
Our investigation started first with a simple question. Is there a 4th floor? Obviously, without a 4th floor, there could be no pool, and observations from the outside of the school would conclude no. The building clearly stops at 3. Yet we did not let that deter us. Following some of the rumors revolving around the 4th floor pool, we heard that one specific classroom on the 3rd floor actually had within it a set of stairs leading upstairs. Peculiar, as some of you more familiar with this rumor may already know, the classroom I speak of is none other than Mr. B. Bones Werner, one of our school's renowned history teachers. Not only did this set of stairs exist, but it was actually being advertised by the teachers within the school that not only did the staircase lead to a 4th floor, but the very 4th floor pool itself. Clearly, this needed to be investigated further, so we sent a skilled crew of top investigators to gain access to the mysterious set of stairs and see where the lead took us. Unfortunately, the report back did not yield the expected results. While knowledge of what was found up those steps in the classroom will remain classified and unreleased, what can be given is this: not a single drop of water was found, yet alone anything even resembling a pool. Whether or not what was up there could even be classified as a 4th floor remains questionable as well. So, was this it? Did we have our disappointing answer? Was the rumor no more than some fairy tale? No! We refuse this conclusion. We would not be so easily stopped, for the sake of the truth, and more importantly, the sake of news. The investigation must go on. A response that would take us down a hole, deep into conspiracy, and deep into the very school itself. Following an anonymous tip, we decided to look into the potential of a basement within the school from older days, long forgotten. If the answer did not lie up, then perhaps it lied down, buried within the very pits of secrecy and educational buildings. A quick check into the history of the school, and we discovered that it did, in fact, once harbor a basement level, dug out during its initial construction. However, it was now inaccessible, sealed off, and unused. Or so we were told. What if it wasn't unused? What if, dear viewer, the 4th floor was not to be found up after the 3rd, but down, below the 1st? What if in this basement there was a pool, the very same we were led to believe didn't exist? Led to believe, indeed, as viewer, it is our conclusion that the so-called entrance to the 4th floor pool in the classroom on the top floor is nothing more than a red herring
devised and set up by the administration to trick the curious and determined into thinking not only that the fourth floor lied on the upper levels, but also to trick those persistent enough to check it out for themselves into thinking that it didn't exist. Smoke and mirrors set up by the administration and maybe even the staff to throw people like us off their trail. The search for the entrance to the basement is still ongoing and has grown increasingly hard, as we suspect deliberate attempts by the administration to stop us from fully uncovering the truth and discover this whole thing up. So we implore you, dear viewer, to conduct your own investigations, to make noise and raise hell, find the entrance, and grant swimming pool privileges to you and all your peers. That is our final message to you as we conclude this segment.
And that concludes our broadcast today. We hope you have had a delightful time going over our topics and have left this experience with an expanded mind and with our knowledge of the truth. We hope you join us again next time for Station 6, your favorite news station, and let's be honest, the only news station.